Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest trapping video. Today I'll be showcasing some clips from the 11K trap. So today's video is more about the bad hit I took on this account. It was basically a clip where I was baiting and then I went offline and I got hit without realizing it and came back right before another double rally hit me. Luckily, I did get back in time, but the hit that I took was pretty gnarly. So this is just going to be showcasing kind of the difference between taking a hit and countering it and taking a hit and being in cav foul and getting full countered. So you can see these hits, I'm not really taking much damage even though I'm using the gear, the fake gear on the account. Also obviously I'm countering even with these tier 5 hits, million tier 5 in it. They're only doing like 364k to my front line, and then the siege is obviously doing its job and soaking up the pack 5 familiar damage. Unfortunately the clip I'm going to show you is actually before the Sanctuary update, so you're get to see me getting smacked for, I think it was like 11 million troops, and obviously I'm not going to get any of those back. So unfortunately that was literally right before the Sanctuary update came out. I've obviously held on to these clips a little bit longer just so you can do some more trapping after it, yeah. So anyways, this is this last clip I'm going to show you. Again, there is 11k heroes on the wall on this account, so it's quite strong even without your leader. Unfortunately, taking a range hit and cav foul is not what you want to do. So with the second one, again, it's going to be a range hit. It's going to be going into infantry this time. Lots of time to switch to that one. But you can see there's still over a million tier 5 in this, and they're doing, I think, like 400k to my front line or something like that. So I'm going to try and switch back to my construction gear. Unfortunately, I don't have a construction gear hand or main hand at this time, so it still had my my mythic Frostwing sword on there. So we'll take a look at the report on this one as well, and then we'll jump into the one where I got hit pretty hard. Again, it looks like I'm getting hit hard here, but not really. I'm only taking 463 to my front line, and then the siege again is soaking up those pack 5 familiar damage. And again, this still works with the new Sanctuary update because you are going to be getting at least 60% of those troops back that are reds anyway, so it works really well, especially with those pack 5 familiars. So anyways, I'm just going to pause this quickly. So this is the thing I was going to show you. Unfortunately, I did not get the rally online, or the rally on video because I was not online. I actually had taken a shower, so I went away for probably 8 minutes, I think, and then they decided to start a rally in between there, so I'm not sure if they have cameras set up in my house or anything like that. Again, this doesn't really do anything to the bots because it's not like my shield had dropped. I've been baiting literally for 4 hours, and then as soon as I went to go shower for like 8 minutes, they decided to rally me, and I got back with like the next rally is about to hit in like, well, I think it was like 2 minutes left, and I had to shield that one because I literally lost all my cav in this one rally. So obviously cav foul is not good. So let's go on to the interior here, and you can actually see what the clip, what's actually happening for the damage, and you can see there was quite a bit of tier 5 in this one as well. 1.3 million. The leader does have an 11k hero and like mythic champ and lots of artifacts and stuff like that, but you can see it literally took out all of my cav in the first hit. Again, this is actually the dangers of cav foul. Cav wedge is so much better because obviously your infantry are much closer to the front line in cav wedge, where cav foul puts them way in the back, so it takes them like 15 to 20 seconds to even get to the person's range, which is not good when you're getting full countered, and this can happen. Again, I was sitting in, I think, construction gear or something like that, baiting. I wasn't in the fake gear, but yeah, you can see how much damage I actually took, even with 11k heroes on the wall. So it's not like I have 0 stats because my wall gives me quite a bit of stats. A lot of this is just because obviously he was a super strong lead, and I was sitting in cav foul for this one. So we can go down, we'll check out his leader here. You can see he has a single 11k hero in there, pack 5 familiars, but most of that isn't pack 5 familiar damage, but most of that is literally just him hitting me really hard. And literally right after this happened, I decided, okay, I really need to get cav wedge on this account because just in case that ever happens again, you want to not be in cav foul, you want to be in cav wedge. So yeah, and then I just switched the cav wedge just because. So yeah, it does hurt quite a bit. So again, we had to rebuild the troops, so that's what's going to be going on right now. We're going to have to rebuild the 11 million troops that I lost in the rally. Technically, it wasn't 11 million. It was technically, I lost just my basically cav, or my, yeah, all my cav pretty much, and then the siege is the extra 2 million that happened on top of that. So it was like 9 million the full counter did. 2 million of it was obviously the tier 4 as well. They took out not just the tier 2, they took out 6 million of the or it's called tier 2, and then they took out 2 million of the tier 4 in the exact same thing. So if I was in infantry, or sorry, if I was an infantry wedge, I would have took way less damage. If I was in cav wedge, I would have took way less damage because it would have started splitting up into my infantry, and that would have reduced the damage quite a bit. Plus, obviously, my infantry would have been closer up, and I might have actually capped the rally if I was in cav wedge, because my infantry would have been doing damage a lot longer than it was, obviously, because if you ever watch a battle report of a cav Phal, you'll see that your infantry takes, I don't know, it seems like 20 seconds. It might be less than that, but it might be like 15 seconds for your infantry to run from the back of your cav Phal to the front and actually attack. So even if you're taking, let's say, an infantry blast, sometimes it's better to be in cav wedge because your infantry are closer up and doing more damage, so you actually might take less damage overall, even if it's a full counter. Because usually if you're full countering someone, you don't want to go wedge because it might split the damage and there might be a chance of that or whatever. But for a actual like infantry blast on you, sometimes it's better to go to cav wedge because you have a better chance of capping them. So if you are having a damage problem, sometimes going, or most of the time going cav wedge will be better. But obviously it wasn't unlocked on the account. I was just sitting there for 4 hours baiting in cav, waiting for them to test my front line so I could trap them like I'd done in the previous clips. But in this one, again, for whatever reason, they decided to go and attack me while I was in the shower. It's like 4 hours. There's 8 minutes, I actually leave, and they decide to rally me. And again, there was a double rally on me when I came back, because I guess, well, it wasn't, I don't think it was a double rally. What I think happened was someone saw the massive hit in global, and they used their bots and found their target, and they also started a rally. So I don't think it was a true double rally, but there was 2 rallies on me when I came back, and if I had not come back, I would have probably been zeroed very quickly after that, because I had literally lost all my cav in the first rally. So I was lucky I got back, but yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just unfortunate timing. It happens, and like I said, this was before the Sanctuary update. Like after the Sanctuary update, it's not too bad, because 11 million of those troops, you get at least 60%. That's almost 7 million of the troops you get back, so it's not the worst. You wouldn't really have to rebuild after that or anything like that. But in this situation, since we did lose it before the update, had to do the full rebuild. I think I went pretty much full what's called manners here, because I think my training speeds are, yeah, my training speeds are like 431, so I think I had to go, I basically just went full what's called manners after this, rebuild all the troops, switch back to infirmaries, and then continue trapping. And I will have some more videos after this one as well. I have some clips saved up already. So right after this, I took, I think, 3 or 4 more rallies in the same kingdom before I had to migrate again. Because again, once you take 3 or 4 rallies in a kingdom, they start knowing the account, especially if the account has higher than normal kills. It's very obvious which account it is, so sometimes that happens. But yeah, so by the way, if you guys have any questions about this account, let me know. I'll answer them in the comments down below. Also, again, I realized that I think 60% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to get my notifications, hit the bell icon as well. That should give you the notifications. Apparently some people think they're subscribed or have subscribed and YouTube unsubscribes them for whatever reason. They think they're bots or something like that, so they unsubscribe them from my channel. It has happened, and I've seen people in the comments down below be like, hey, I thought I was subscribed to your channel. Why am I not subscribed? Again, that does happen. Also, if you guys don't know, I do have a community Discord. It will be also in the link down below. Click on that, join the Discord. Like I said, we have a bunch of stuff going on there, trapping questions, just general topics, and I do post all my videos in there as well, so you get notifications from me every time I post a video, because again, sometimes YouTube does not like to do that. So, by the way, yeah, so if that's pretty much everything, I am finishing the rebuild in the background. But again, like I said, if you have any questions on the account, let me know. Again, if there are any trapping questions about rally trapping or anything like that as well, let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I'll see you guys in the next one.